Speaking of creative ideas, your best idea happened, 6 months ago or whatever, where you just freaking shat on all your haters.
That's the best thing ever.
I woke up and saw that and was like, no way.
Here's a video of me cleaning a little over 1.8 times my body weight. And here's a highlight reel of some strangers who hate my clean form. Just wanted to take a moment to congratulate them on their perfect clean techniques.
All right, so we're here with Brenn, one of our athletes on our team this year going to the games. We got their coach, Adam Rogers, in the building.
Hell yeah.
Before we start talking about the team, I wanted to let people know that Brenn has a very unique trait. And she has a special talent that she can remember every outfit she's ever worn and anything ever. So let's quiz her, and if I have the photos or if she can provide them, we'll see if she's right, and we'll put the answers on the screen. All right, CrossFit Open 22.3.
I was wearing, that was the thrusters with the gymnastics. No. That was 22.2. 22.3.
And what was the workout?
Okay, 22.2. I don't care. Pick one.
Well, 22.2, I was wearing burgundy shorts and the white BRYNN top from Powered by Coffee.
All right.
That was 22 too?
That was 22.3. 22.2, I was wearing green shorts and a white tank top. And then 22.1, I was wearing like a black and white splattered matching set.
Holy crap. Is that right? Do you have those pictures?
Well, no, we're going to find out.
How are we going to know this?
But, what was your first Open?
2014.
2014. What were you wearing in 2014?
Well, I was wearing Lululemon. I was wearing, they were the Wonder Unders.
Which workout?
It was double unders and
I didn't
snatches.
say one yet. You just started answering.
Oh.
Very first one?
My first open workout was 14.1.
Okay.
Is that the question?
Well, I mean, I was about to say, I was going to say like 14.5, but then you just kind of jumped in.
And then 14.2, I was also wearing Wonder Unders. They were gray with black flowers, and I was wearing a blue tank top.
Does this carry over to competitions too?
It does. There's certain colors.
That is crazy.
What were you wearing at Granite Games? What year was this?
2021.
2021 Granite Games Day 1.
The first event I had on like a tropical pattern short.
Was lifting the first event?
Yeah.
All right. So if the Netflix directors are out there and you're watching this and you need someone for Love on the Spectrum season 4, we've got your person right
She is
here.
literally a savant. There's no way. I couldn't even remember the workouts, let alone when I was wearing.
And then you want to know, the next workout was thrusters run.
Well, yeah, I remember that
White
one.
shorts and pink sport bra.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Why do you think you remember this?
I have no idea.
Because you put a lot of thought in your outfits.
Yeah, because I put a lot of thought in my outfit.
Do you actually?
Like a little bit. Like when I get dressed, I'll put something on, and like if I don't feel good in it, I'll change.
So is this your first attempt today, whatever you're wearing?
Yeah, I knew I thought about this ahead of time.
Why this?
Because I like the fit of this tank top, and it's my favorite color. It's mint green. And then I thought
we were going to match sock
and
colors.
then we were matching black socks.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to wear like white socks in case they were dirty on the bottom, and I'm here like showing dirty socks to everyone.
So that's Brenn's memory, and here's mine. I, like weeks ago, was like, man, Brenn, we need to get you on the podcast. You know, it's been years. But you came in 2019?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2019. I was like, we need to get Brenn on the podcast. And then I'm talking to Adam the other day. He's like, she's been on the podcast. I was like, oh.
Yeah, 2020, August
That's how memorable
2021.
you are.
All right, so let's round this off.
Thanks for remembering that.
Okay, well, let's see how good you remember it. What were you wearing?
I was
for the podcast?
Oh, yeah, I was wearing a Training Think Tank shirt. It was the octopus. Was that the octopus?
You tell me. I don't know. I didn't even know you were on the podcast.
That was our very first animal. Yeah, so probably.
I was wearing one of those, the Training Think tank tops with like the teeth. It was blue.
Golly.
Nice.
Does it carry over? So, I mean, obviously workout dependent, but like, could you do it for like any big event in your life?
Yeah.
What about like every day?
What if we asked you for I went to art school? I'm like, my background's in art and design and art history. So I'm just like a visual person. Like, I think I remember things visually.
Man, I just want to know, like, what level of detail could we ask you this? Like, October 15th, 2015, what were you wearing? Like, if you had no other way to anchor it.
I know I need like an open workout.
I like how she really tried.
She was gonna get it.
My memory just like filed through like fall outfits that I've worn in the past, like
Oh my
apple
gosh.
picking, pumpkin picking outfits.
The question I asked you the other day was, what's the frequency that you'd be okay to repeat an outfit?
I have to like really for like an occasion, like if I went to like someone's wedding and then like another wedding, like I would never wear the same dress.
Well, yeah, but what about a workout?
It'd have to be a really lucky out. Like I have a lucky shirt. Like I have a lucky clean and jerk shirt.
Okay.
Do you ever throw outfits away? Retire
No,
them?
I sell them on Posh.
Oh,
On Poshmark.
oh God, you're about to make a lot of money. Brenn the other day told me she would, because there's this super cool Star Wars Episode 1 shirt. Maybe I'll pop it on the screen that I want super bad. I saw some guy, a waiter, wearing it one day. Like
We're talking Phantom Menace?
Yeah, Phantom Menace.
Okay.
This shirt is sick, but every time when it first came out in 2001, it was probably like $6 on the rack at Walmart. But now you can only find it for like $600 on like all these little resale websites. And Brenn the other day told me she would give me her Anakin
Yeah, that's a
Skywalker
good
shirt
And I'd sign it for you.
and sign it, and then I could sell that to one of her creeper fans, and then I could then I could make the
Call
money.
names before you try and get money.
Well,
out
I
of
think
them.
if you're buying someone's like sweaty shirt, that's a little weird.
I think people know where they stand.
Yeah, I mean, hold on. Let me take that back. I didn't mean that as a derogatory. It's just like, you know who you are. I get it. If you want the shirt, you can have the shirt. But when you buy the shirt, the money's going to me, and I'm getting my used Star Wars 2001 Phantom Menace
so you're
shirt.
going to use the Star Wars shirt money to buy a different Star Wars shirt.
Correct.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's poetic.
We'll put a link in the description.
That's a good shirt, though. I like that Anakin shirt.
Thank you. Yeah, I've
I
worn
can't
that shirt
picture
a
the
lot.
shirt that you're talking about, though.
I've probably showed it to you. It's
Probably
on the
have.
screen.
That's my
We
memory.
it's up right there.
Yeah. Or if someone wants to just buy it for me, that'd be cool.
And then what's the Star Wars shirt money going to go towards?
Whatever Brenn wants.
Better things.
Yeah.
Well, you can't get much better than this
I
shirt.
was going to say, it should go to the shirt.
It should go. Maybe
Yeah.
2 shirts. Is there only one?
Okay, enough about the shirt.
Okay.
So
Get me one, too.
you want one too?
We need
Yeah.
3 shirts.
Well, actually, I might need to buy a large and an extra large because we were talking about this too. Like, this was made in 2001. And so the sizing in 2001 is not 2025 sizing. So if I
That's
buy that
that's a
XL,
good
it's probably
point.
like a
a
modern
good
day
point.
medium.
Yeah. Cover your bases. Get them both.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so Brenn, you started working with Adam in 2019.
Yes.
And was your goal always to get to the games, or you didn't care about that?
I'd not say I didn't care about that, but that wasn't the goal. That wasn't my goal at the time. My goal was to get to regionals and be like an individual regionals athlete.
RIP regionals.
RIP regionals.
And how did that go?
Well, I never canceled. Well, we made it. So in 2021, we made semifinal. Well, we made sanctionals, but that didn't feel the same as like regionals. And then I made semifinals in 2021, and that felt like I accomplished my goal.
Yeah. Yeah. It was weird. I mean, your journey was really similar, I think, in terms of how close you were. Because what year was it that you were like one spot out?
Yeah, the year they canceled regionals in 2018, I was 1 spot out in the Northeast.
One spot and
It was like 1 point.
a
It was
single point.
It was like if I did one more pull up on that like 7-minute AMRAP of like chest to bars and thrusters.
Yeah. I had that same thing. I think it was 2013. I was 1 spot and 1 point out from making regionals. Now I had made regionals before, but that was also before anybody was doing the sport. But I remember what that feeling was like. And I remember talking to you and being like, oh my gosh, like I know this feeling. I know what it's like. And at that point in my career, like the sport had pretty much passed me by. But I remember being so excited to have somebody who had that sort of, I mean, it was not a great experience, but to have that experience to be able to pull from and like create some fire around training going forward, for me, it was like exciting. It was like, I'm really ready to help this girl like try and achieve something that we both know is possible, but it's going to be really freaking hard going forward. And then the sport completely changed everything on us in the next couple of years.
Let's actually jump into that because, you just now qualified for your first time to the CrossFit Games. And so usually when we get to ask these questions, we'll have someone like a Travis who's just been to the games 1,000 times. And his opinion is cool. But for someone who's always kind of scratching at the surface to like get there, how did all these changes to the structure of the season impact your, I guess, drive to even want to do it? Did it?
A little. So when they first made changes, like I didn't want to do we had already like had the team kind of established back in September, based on.
Sorry. I'm not even talking about right now. I'm talking about in general. Like if we go back to 2018 and they start making these changes to you as like an athlete, because you said you wanted to go regionals.
Yeah.
And then that gets changed. And then every year after that, something changed. Did that at any point, all these changes impact your drive to?
Definitely. I mean, 2018, missed it. Then I started getting back into it and they canceled regionals. And then what did they add in after that? Sanctionals?
Sanctionals was next because that was the year because you qualified for Brazil and Norway. There was another one too that I think, but it was like sanctionals where there was like 20 options that you guys could have picked from. Yeah.
So in 2018, missed out on regionals, and then that open, I like really hurt my back. I redid those workouts so many times that year that like my back, like even if I had made it, I don't think I would have been able to train. Like my back was so messed. I did that like deadlift, handstand. I did every workout like 3 times, and like I'd get slightly better each time. And it was just so many reps, like that deadlift handstand walk workout. Like I couldn't like stand up straight. Like I don't know how I did the thruster pull up one. I did that 3 times, and each time I think I got like 1 rep better. And then I just didn't make it. And then my back was hurt, and then I was sad. And then fast forward to September, they canceled it.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'm gonna just like keep on training and do whatever comes next. And then I tore my quad, and then I was like, all right, I'm going to get through this and I need to get better. And that's when I started working with you in February 2019.
Yeah.
So I came to Training Think Tank for the first time in February 2019. And I already knew I wanted to switch to Training Think Tank because we were in contact during the Open the year before. And I'd get like scores from people here that helped kind of guide me through the Open that year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so much of your like the early start of your CrossFit career, like you were just on your own, like Chris was there training, but like there wasn't a lot of competitors there. You didn't have a good like benchmark about what was good times or what you need to improve upon outside of like just the open stuff. And so it was just really hard. I remember talking about it and being like, we just need to provide her like context about where she's good, where she's solid, and then where she needs to be able to like spend most of her time in training. And that was a lot of the initial value I felt like.
And at that point, when you started working with Adam, how long had you been doing CrossFit?
My first like CrossFit class was December of 2013. And then
so you've been doing this for a while.
Yeah. And then I did the Open. 2014 was my first Open. I just sat there during the double unders. They didn't have a scaled option at that time. And so I did was 10, I don't know, however many snatches, and it was double unders. So no one told me to do single unders. I just like sat and talked to my judge for however long that workout was.
You didn't even attempt them?
I mean, I did. It took me a really long time to get double unders. Like I think I got a bar muscle up before I got double unders.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah. It was really special for me.
Nice. What got you into CrossFit? I'm sure this is all in the episode we already filmed, but since I don't remember it and probably no one watched it, let's hear it again.
I used to work at Lululemon, and they'd make us try different fitness classes. So we went to CrossFit, and I became obsessed and never left.
And then just the other day, I found out that you were a big fan of my friend Jackie.
Oh, yeah. Jackie 585.
Jackie 585. Jackie Perez.
Yeah, she was like my idol when I first started CrossFit.
She was a CrossFitter?
Yeah, she was like.
You don't know who Jackie Perez is?
No, I don't.
I used to try to dress like her. So when I worked at Lululemon, one of my coworkers was more into CrossFit than I was. Like she'd been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
And there was this influencer. She was like a regionals team athlete, maybe individual.
Yeah.
And she would wear like really cute outfits and like all Lululemon tops. So there was this one sports bra that was like a black and white strap bra with like a crisscross back, and we called it the Jackie 585 bra. So like we'd go to CrossFit and both be wearing our Jackie 585 outfits.
Were you friends with her?
Yeah.
And then I found out they were friends.
Oh, nice.
They went on like a trip together and did a podcast.
Man, Chris knows everybody.
Yeah, I was like, she's like my favorite. She doesn't know. She has no idea who I am.
So did she impact you kind of, because
definitely.
Like you're a CrossFit athlete, but I think at this point, people might also just know you from Instagram. Like you've become like Instagram influencer chick, which to me is such a trip because if I didn't know you and I saw you on Instagram, I would not, how do I want to say this? I feel like knowing you, you're so not different, but it's like, maybe different. Adam, help me out here.
Maybe.
You do have a different personality through your Instagram. Like,
It's not the full picture.
There's a lot more to Brenn. There's layers to this, but I do think that like it's one of the more interesting things about you over the years that we've been together is like how you've come into your own on that side of things. Like it's a job. Like you're very professional about how you do things. And I've just built so much respect for what you've been able to do on there. But it is interesting. Like what Chris was saying is like, that's not the Brenn that we see every day in the gym. Like usually the Brenn that we see has her headphones on, she's focused, she's in there doing her work. Don't talk to me right now, I'm training. And then all of a sudden, like later that night, we see highlight clips from her training where she's smiling and like super outgoing and sociable. And like, it's like, wait, where did that Brenn come from?
Yeah, like once I start my lifting session, if someone tries to talk to me and I have to take out my AirPods, I'm like pissed off.
Usually it's me.
I was gonna say usually
Usually it's me.
No, you get, so I usually lift on noise cancellation mode. When you're around, it's on transparency. When you and Becky are around. If I'm erging and Becky's nearby, I put my AirPods on transparency in case she like has a little thing to say.
I didn't even know that was a mode.
Yeah,
so transparency
hear
mode
you.
means outside sound can come in?
Yeah, so I can hear you.
Okay.
But I usually don't like to hear anyone else.
Yeah. Good.
So what has that been like? Because I remember, I guess you came here 2019, and I remember early on I saw you messing with that kind of stuff. I was like, man, she really likes doing this. And then now you've gotten, then it was kind of like you're doing it to do it. And now it's like, how many followers do you have?
112,000.
And you're like Adam said, you actually like work at it and you're consistent. Like, what has it been like to grow a Instagram channel?
It's been challenging because it's like, I call it kind of like feeding like your Tamagotchi pet. Like you really have to commit to it.
See, this is what I'm saying right there. The sentence you just said is what I meant earlier. When people see you on Instagram, they didn't think you were about to drop a Tamagotchi reference. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a whole nother side.
Or did they? Yeah. When you Google me, I come up as an internet personality.
Do you have a Wikipedia page?
I might. I know, but if you Google me, when you Google, not like I'm a celebrity, when you Google like a person that's like, they're an actor, they're like I don't know, what do people do? A lawyer.
Yeah,
when you
I'm an
Google,
internet personality too.
Yeah, you Google, it comes up on Google as BRYNN KURLAN internet personality.
Maybe that's the name of this episode.
I mean, so honestly, like building a social media platform, I feel like more and more up and coming athletes are trying to do that for themselves. Would you say that it's a skill set that you developed over time? Would you say that it's more of like the discipline that you've been able to put in over the years of posting as often as you do and networking and building connections? Like what was the secret? What were the tips that you would take away from it?
It's everything. Like networking is huge. Like when I go to competitions, like I learned this from my parents actually, because they started doing it first. They talk to every single vendor there.
Really?
So I guess 2019, I went to Wadapalooza, and that was like the first like big competition my parents went to with me. And in between events, I would come up to them and they're like, oh, you have to meet this person and this person. And we'd go back through all the booths of everyone they met at all these different things. And like, they'd have me take pictures with them.
They were doing the networking for you.
Yeah. So
Nice.
then like I started doing it myself a little bit. And like same thing when we were in Brazil, like I'd come up to them after my events and they knew like everyone in the vendor village. Like they would walk past the booths and like everyone knew who they were.
Oh man.
And so they introduced me to everyone. So like that's how I got my first like sponsorship with Powered by Coffee.
Right.
So when I was in Brazil, I met them there at the event.
Yep.
And then they helped like fund my first like semifinals trip and stuff.
Oh man.
So.
This is hard to explain, but I'm going to try to barf this out and see what happens. It's like normally when I see influencer people, I just kind of like, bleh. But for some reason you don't bother me. And it's the same thing with Noah. It's like, y'all just have this in you and y'all just do it. And it doesn't seem like for nefarious reasons. It just seems like this is kind of who y'all are and y'all like dig doing it. Is that true?
Do I like doing it? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, like you'd be doing it anyway.
Do you think that's the distinction between her and others, is that it's genuine, like she enjoys doing it?
Like I literally think she enjoys the whole process of it.
Yeah.
Like not to say that some days it doesn't become like work, but like I think you do it. You're not like, oh, gotta make a post. You're like, oh, what can I do? And like that's the difference maker.
Yeah. Like if it's a day and I haven't posted yet, I'm like, I need to think of something good, and I'll try to like channel creativity. Like I'll go on a walk, or like I'll listen to music, or I'll just like lie down, close my eyes for 10 minutes, and like try to think of something. I don't get like upset that I have to post. I'm like, I need to think of an idea, and then like I'll do things to kind of stimulate my brain to think of a creative idea.
Man.
Speaking
That's
of
so
creative
cool.
ideas, your best idea happened 6 months ago or whatever. Tell them about the post where you just freaking shat on all
Oh,
your haters.
That's the best thing ever.
I woke up and saw that and was like, no way.
I literally woke up from a nap and just did that. It was like 3 o'clock.
It came to you in a dream?
Yeah, must have, because it was Saturday. I was like, after training, I got back and I just like fell asleep for a little bit, and then I woke up and I was like, I have an idea. And then I just did that video.
All right, explain it.
And
I'll post it in here too.
I get a lot of like hate comments on Instagram and even TikTok about like my clean technique. And like, it's not amazing, but it works. And I don't have to explain to everyone the reason I clean like that is because I've had injuries, and like, that's the way my body
Adam,
is.
describe her clean technique real quick.
There's a big hitch.
It's a clang and bang.
Yeah. So instead of one smooth motion from the bar coming up off the ground, getting past the knees, and then going into that triple extension at the top, what Brenn will do is she'll come up to about mid-thigh, almost pause all of her momentum, and then do like a really hard, aggressive bounce off of her thighs to then elevate the bar up into the rack. And it doesn't look the best. And it's something that, like, for a while there, like, we were trying to unwind it, especially when we were doing weightlifting, because if the bar actually stops its upward motion in weightlifting, they can red light you for that. And so it's like, well, we have to do that just because of the rules of the sport. But inside of CrossFit, it was just like the most efficient way that we found for her to be able to lift heavy. And we're like, why would we try and change it now? It's going to take so long to unwind. It's not worth our efforts. And she's already lifting really heavy anyways. So yeah.
Yeah, there's other things.
Yeah, there was other priorities.
Is, like, there's things that are worse than that we need to work on. Like, that's not.
Well, that's the thing, is like, it wasn't bad. Like, your clean is your best lift.
Yeah, like,
and so it's not like it was a bad thing.
What's your
It's
best
like,
all-time clean?
245.
245. Okay, and so it looks crazy to people, and they would talk shit on it.
Yeah, people would like comment like it's the ugliest thing they've ever seen. Like, you shouldn't be proud about that. And then what really, usually I don't mind these comments, but then people start commenting about my coach, or like, who's her coach? Like, why are they letting her clean like that? And that set me off. I was like, you can talk shit about me, but if you're gonna talk shit about my coach, like, so that. It's not his fault. And like, no other coach is going to magically work with me and change the psychology of my brain to like overcome the fears from previous injuries that made me clean like that. Like, it's just not going to happen.
So I'm to thank for the post, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks,
She got
Adam.
defensive around me.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the post.
So
So
the
what'd you do?
post it was me hitting my One Max clean with my clang and bang form. And the comments were like, someone commented on a post of me cleaning saying, you shouldn't be proud of this garbage. So that was like the main clip text with it. And I said, and then I went through the comments and I looked at whoever said something me, and I went to their Instagram or TikTok, and it didn't take, everyone's like, oh, it did not take very long. It was like within the first couple of videos they posted, like a video of them lifting. I screen recorded it and then put it together, and the voiceover.
So basically, just to make sure we're clear,
Yeah.
you found all these haters who made a comment, you clicked into their page, you found them doing a clean or some lift
Yeah.
that was all sketchy looking, and then you highlight reeled all these haters looking like shit as well. And then what?
And then I think I congratulated them for their amazing clean forms.
Bro, that was one of the coldest posts I've ever seen in my life.
That was the best thing.
How many views did it get? Did it do pretty well?
It's like a couple, like maybe 700,000. It didn't hit 1 million, but it might at some point.
Have you had 1 million?
I've had
a couple over 1 million,
Yeah,
haven't you?
I've had a couple at 1 million. My highest is 8.8 million.
What was that?
It was me getting like ice from a gas station and then putting my hair up in a ponytail and like stepping into an ice bath.
That's it?
And it got 8.8 million views, and the voiceover is something, it's like this girl being interviewed on the Jimmy Fallon show. I forgot I don't know. You can go to my page and see it. It's pinned.
Well, what was the inspiration for that? And did you think it was
I
going to
just
be a hit?
woke up on Sunday and I wanted to take an ice bath, and I was like, I need to film something. So
Oh, man.
But
So
you had-
the amount of thought that went into her most popular one.
yeah,
You didn't think that was going to be a banger?
no, I just like, I need to post something today.
How about, can you tell me the opposite? Can you tell me one where you were like, this is going to crush, and then it just did nothing?
Well, like anytime, like if I work with like a professional videographer and like spend like 3 or 4 hours at the gym shooting with them, I feel bad. They spend all this time editing it, color grading it, and then I post it and it's like 3K views. So I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess you can't ever really predict like what's going to hit, Because it's just timing and like how popular it was right away when you first posted it to make it sort of like take that edge and like go over the tipping point, right? Like you can't ever really predict it.
It's like, that's why like the more you post, the better. It's like gambling.
Yeah.
Like you don't know.
Yeah.
And didn't you have like a meatball video go?
Yeah. And then a couple years ago, I was just making meatballs because I just make meatballs on Sundays. And I just filmed myself making meatballs and I put it to the song I liked at the time, and then it got 6-point-something million views with my recipe.
If I posted me making meatballs, it's not getting even 200.
And the comments were nice. People were really nice, actually.
About the meatball video?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's pretty cool. So let's talk about the team.
Yeah.
That's the main reason we're here. So you finally made the games.
Mm-hmm.
Let's backtrack to how we got there, which was they did the online semis this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about online semis.
I mean, the change this year with team setup in general was all of the team qualifications for the games came through online format. There was nothing in person that was going to qualify us for the games. And the strange thing about that format was they also did no video review behind it. So we did all those tests. Everybody has teams around the world doing those tests. But there was no video review. It was really sort of, and the tests themselves didn't really set up, like they were just kind of strange tests to not have video review on because there's places where like shenanigans or sketchiness could happen and nobody would really know any better.
Like how did y'all fake the run?
We had you take pictures of them running behind the building.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was, we did all of our stuff up above grade. We made sure that everything was legit. We went through all the motions of filming everything, making sure that we had videos just in case they ever asked. They never asked. But yeah, that weekend was something where I don't think anybody coming into that weekend expected you guys to make it top 20. Like nobody involved in that weekend was thinking like this is going to be like really, really good shot at us to be able to qualify for the games. But as the weekend went, you could feel the attitude shift. You can feel the perspective shift. You can feel the momentum pick up, and you could like see you guys just locking in for all of it. And so that was like the four of you together. That was your first competition, and like I saw you guys like become a team over that weekend, and like watching it happen and watching you transform and watching you guys lock in, especially for the retest at the very end of all of it, was so freaking cool. But yeah, I think that maybe talking a little bit about how that weekend went from your perspective. When did it like start to shift in your mind of holy crap, like we're really crushing these tests right now? Like when did you think like we might actually do this?
When did we do that burpee? Was that the second day we did the burpee clean and jerk?
Yeah.
After we did that workout and it went really well, in my mind I was like, oh, like we have a shot.
Yeah, because we started with the run gymnastics, right?
Yeah.
We did that one first, and then we did the clean and jerk burpee one.
The next day, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So the run, it was just like we did it. And that one, it's like you don't know who's like not doing the full run. It's kind of hard to like gauge how you did in that one. Like that one's a little bit out of your control.
Yeah.
So that one happened. That was the first one. And like it went to plan. Like it started us out on a good note because everyone just did exactly what they were supposed to do. Like we had a plan and like we executed the plan perfectly.
Yeah, it was really well executed, and Gus came in really big at the very end
Gus
of that.
was like clutch. Like
Actually, real quick, why don't you introduce us to the other three members who aren't present right now, so we can get a taste of who's on this team.
We have a lot of muscle up machines on our team, which I love. Gus, I don't know who gets the title, Gus or Faith. They're both muscle up machines.
And after yesterday, it might be Faith.
I don't know. Yeah, she was like, oh, my muscle ups aren't feeling good today. And she was doing like sets of like 12 every round. It was like when I deadlift with Brett, I was like, you don't even need me. Like, like I'm going to just sit this out. But yeah, to the point on that, Gus. So that workout, it got to the point where my job was just like wiping the sweat off Gus's shoulder so he can get back up there and do his muscle ups. It's like, I know my place in this workout. And he just like, it was just like amazing.
So work your way through. So that's Gus.
So that's Gus.
Yeah.
Gus is just
Give us a little bit of background on Gus.
Gus was the fittest in Venezuela, multiple years.
Yep.
Correct.
Yeah. Is that a question?
Am I wrong?
No, I didn't know. You said correct. Like you were looking for validation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Gus worked with Mike one-on-one for a while and then switched over to me.
Take it away.
Yeah. After Mike took on some other responsibilities here on site, so I took over for Gus's individual programming. when he came here, one of the initial thoughts was like, hey, we can probably put you on a team. I think that you're a really good asset for the team. There's things that he's really good at in terms of like, obviously gymnastics capacity, but he also has just amazing movement quality. And he's just the kind of person he is, very sociable and very wanting to make sure that he's there to support other people. I think that his sort of personality fits really well in the team format like that. So yeah, Gus has just been amazing addition to that team. And like, I don't know. He brings the vibes, I would say. Maybe him and Bryce together bring the vibes.
Yeah, I like when they hang out together.
When they hang out together, things can get a little silly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We usually let them train, the two of them train together.
There's some times where I'll write a session that I'll have Gus, Bryce, and Brenn will have the same thing, but I'll try and give it to Brenn at a different time just to make sure that she's got a little bit of separation and boundaries there.
Yeah.
They can be a bit much sometimes.
They're fine, but I like my space.
Yeah.
But I think everyone on the team understands that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Gus, that Syndicate, we were in the corral. People were like complimenting him on how nice he was. And it's like, when did you even have time to talk to all these people?
He
like,
will find time.
Yeah, people were coming up to like the rest of us in the corral saying like, you have the nicest guy on your team. And like, yeah, we do, but how do you know? Like,
Yeah.
he's just super nice. And
I think when you're a foreigner and you have the accent like Gus does and you're nice, then people just like take it to be, oh, he's super nice. Where if it was just me, they'd be like, oh, he's a decent dude.
I've heard people say that about you too, though.
Never.
Yeah. You think that Bryce would ever be accused of being nice, though?
Bryce is pretty nice too.
I'd say he's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody would ever come up and say, man, you have the nicest guy on your team. But I also think that Bryce is probably just maybe a little bit more intimidating from an outside demeanor than Gus is.
Yeah, he's a little, even though Gus has the meanest running face.
Oh my gosh, yes. His run
Doesn't
face.
he? When he's running,
He does just look
the
mad.
He's like mean Gus.
Yeah.
And then he'll like smile and like yell, pivot. Bryce is just like easygoing.
Yeah.
He's easygoing.
The good thing about Bryce is like you can just basically point him in the direction of some work that has to be done and he's going to go do it.
Yes.
Like he will just run off a cliff for you guys. And I feel like
100%.
that, like, I mean, we saw that at the online semifinals where it's like, Bryce, we know that you did everything you could do on that front squat. We just need you to do it again because we need the girls to go again and try and get a little bit more weight. He's like, all right, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Like he will just run right through a wall for the team. And I think that you need
100%.
somebody like that on your team just to make sure that, well, one, you also have to be kind of careful with it because if it's like a burpee style workout and we push the pace on that, like he will literally run himself into the ground for you guys. And so if it happens too early, it's something that where it's like, oh, that's our fault, Bryce. Like we pushed you a little bit too hard. Just kind of knowing the personality that he has, like he's willing to go out there and die for you guys. And I feel like that's one of the most amazing things that I've seen from the team is just like watching that get pulled out of him. Because usually in an individual format, like that kind of mindset will come back to bite you. Like individuals have to pace more. They have to be more aware of their energy. They have to make sure they stay away from fatigue. But with Bryce on a team format, it's like you have this section of work, go and get it done. He's going to go do it. And he's going to go do it as fast as he freaking can. Yeah. That's one of the best things that I feel like Bryce brings to the team.
Agree.
Let alone being strong as
He
hell.
shows up on game day too. Like he competes better than he trains. Like he really shows up.
I say same thing with Gus too.
And Gus, yeah.
My first couple of times with the competition and Gus, I mean, obviously online semis, but then at Syndicate, like it's just like once those lights come on, like both of those guys are ready to go.
Yes.
We'll get to Syndicate here in a minute.
Yeah.
Bryce is also a former cop and he currently runs a gym. He owns a CrossFit gym.
Yep.
And we bonded because we were both pizza men.
Oh, I didn't know that about him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He wasn't pizza man of the year like I was, but
we can't all be.
He slang some pies in his day. All right, and Faith.
Faith is a tough cookie.
Man, that's saying it nicely.
Yeah. Why is she a tough cookie?
She is actually a tough cookie.
She's a real tough cookie.
What's crazy is she's one of the nicest people, but she puts on this freaking hard exterior.
What I love about Faith is like you just always know where you stand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I appreciate somebody that communicates as transparently as Faith does, especially in a team format where it can be easy. I think sometimes, and I've pushed you on this before in team format, like, hey, listen, like if you don't like where something's going or if you don't know where the plan is or if you think it should be different, like you got to speak up. You got to make sure that your opinion's known, that you might not agree or you have a different opinion, because I think that sort of communication is vital. With
and
Faith,
you never had to have that talk with Faith.
You never have to have that talk
No,
with Faith. You know that she's going to say exactly what she thinks, but it's not that she ignores other people either.
No,
like
definitely not.
You just know that you can trust that her opinion and what she says is exactly what she's thinking. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird because we've obviously never been on a team together until semis. I've competed against her before, and I'd much rather be on her team than competing against her. Because my first interaction with Faith was in Norway at the Norwegian Championship. We were both
I forgot
there.
she was there.
Yeah, and she wanted nothing to do with me. She is not a friendly corral girl. I was trying to like say hi to her, and she wanted nothing to do with me.
She's a competitor.
Yeah, and like fast forward, I'm like, oh, I get it. Like that's just like that's how she competes.
It's not malicious. It's
Not
not
at
mean.
all.
It's just like, I'm here to compete. I'm not going to help you right now.
Yeah,
Like,
she is not here to make friends.
yeah. But at the same time, now that you guys are on the same team, she will go out of her way to make sure that you get what you need out of her.
She'll do like, she'll like.
She's helped you with ring muscle up technique.
Yeah.
What else? I feel like there was a couple of other things that we were talking about with her.
She always has like a good cue for me, like something helpful.
Yeah.
Like she has my back. Like I trust her a lot. Like
She's very methodical with her approach, and
Yes.
it comes through in terms of like the thought process and being able to help other people. So I feel like that's been a big plus. But yeah, Faith's addition to the team was kind of last minute. But I feel like what she did over the course of that online semifinal weekend is what dragged you guys through, especially those retests at the end, which was just like you could sort of see her step up and just like get everybody fired up, because those retests are what got you that invite.
Yeah, and she was a team player. I kind of like bullied her a little on Sunday morning into wearing knee sleeves for the front squat. I came up to her before the workout and I was like, so are you going to wear some knee sleeves today? She was like, no. And I was like, are you going to wear some knee sleeves today? And I was like, here are some knee sleeves to wear.
Well, why was knee sleeves so important?
She would not like me saying this, but she had surgery on her knee or quad last year. So she doesn't like lifting more than like her joints are capable of. So she doesn't usually train in like knee sleeves or a belt. But I just like really, I had faith in Faith. But it just made me feel better to put her in some knee sleeves for a heavy front squat.
Yeah.
So.
You don't see her in support equipment very often.
No, she doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't wear it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
she did that for you.
She wore knee sleeves for me.
Nice.
So that was our first like bonding moment.
So that was online semis.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to imagine as a team who y'all got 18th out of 20?
We tied for 18th. We lose the tiebreak, so we technically finished 19th. But now someone on a team got injured, so they withdrew. So we're in 18th because they backfilled.
So I got to imagine you're kind of there. You just sneak into the games pretty much. And it was all online. They didn't do any video review. If I was to put myself in your shoes, I'd have this like, kind of like, hey, I want to prove myself. And y'all got that chance to do that. Y'all got to go to Syndicate pretty soon after that. Mm-hmm. And then did you feel any pressure to have to like, be like, hey, we're a games team. We got to show up and get on that podium?
I don't know if I said this. I expected us to podium like at Syndicate. Based off of like where we were ranked going into it. We were like 4th or whatnot. Mm-hmm. And we all did. If everyone like did what they were supposed to do, like we had a chance to podium. And everyone did what they were supposed to do.
So, did you feel the pressure of knowing that you guys qualified and like knowing that there's probably going to be eyes on you, just given like the context of what the qualifications looked like from online semis and like the ability of, not the ability, but like just the potential of people to question it?
Yeah. It would have, to be honest, it would have been embarrassing not to podium at Syndicate.
Yeah. So there was pressure there.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I would agree with that. I also think I am in your boat in terms of watching you guys go through semifinals, the online semifinals. I knew that you were a competitive group. Like I knew, and like obviously there's no worm in there. There was no real synchro stuff in there, but it was basically like I watched you guys dial in and lock in, and I know that like once I see that in an individual, let alone a group, like I know I can trust them on game day. Like I'll give them a strategy. Like I know I can trust them on game day. And so Syndicate was this place where Bryce and Gus had to travel away, and so we didn't get a ton of time. I think that we maybe had like 2 worm sessions with the 4 of you before we actually went there. But watching you guys go out there and just, again, it was just like event by event, things getting locked in, things getting just executed so freaking well. It was just really, really cool to see. And I don't know if like validation is the word that I would use, but it was basically like, yeah, that's what we're capable of. Like we deserve that game spot.
Yeah. It felt like we had a job to do and we did it. Like we did our job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it felt pretty good, huh?
Man, it felt really good.
Yeah, it felt good.
Yeah. I think the one that went way better than what I expected was obviously one that you knew was going to go better than what I expected.
Yeah.
You were kind of like sandbagging us a little bit, I think.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Which was what?
The snatches. We went, so all along when they released that, I was like, oh man, this is going to be hard, because, you know, Faith and Brenn are very, very good at certain things, but I wouldn't have said that heavy snatch cycling was one of those things. And so I think even talking to you on the way up there, I was like, we're going to take a little hit on that event. Like, I'm not sure what it's going to look like. The guys will be okay with it. The girls might have some misses. We're going to have to like dial down our pace. And then I remember watching Brenn in the warm-up area powering 155 and like kind of like smirking like, oh, she looks pretty good today. Like this is going well.
After feeling every single snatch at 155 the month before.
The 3 weeks before, the training was not good. And I was trying to set expectations like, all right, guys, we're just going to get through this. You boys just wait for the girls. Don't pressure them. Let them go on their own pace. And they went in, is it like 4th place?
Something, yeah.
It was something ridiculous. And they did so freaking well. Faith took probably like 2 or 3 reps in a row. You would come in for a rep and like there was no misses at all.
No.
0 misses. And then they smoked the event, came in 3rd or 4th in the heat and 4th overall, I think, something like that. And then we were meeting together afterwards, and Brenn's like, I knew it was going to be like that. And I was like, what? How did you know it was going to be like that? You missed 90% of your snatches in the week before.
I think I made like two very like bottomed out like squat snatches at 155.
But you still, like, you trusted yourself to go out there and perform on game day. And I remember thinking afterwards, like, she knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Freaking sandbagger.
I was like, it can't be any worse. Like, I'm like rock bottom. Like, there's only uphill.
Man, it looks so good. It was to the point where I was like, you should take more of these. Like, your reps look so easy right now.
Yeah, after we were like, probably, I mean, Faith, like, she took on more and crushed it.
Yeah.
But after, like, oh, if we did this again, we'd have like a little different plan if we can go faster.
That was probably the coolest moment of the week, just because of like the mismatch of expectations and the ability to like go out there and just blow those out of the water. That was really cool.
Yeah.
So we all stayed in a farmhouse that we, like Airbnb that we rented. And so, you know, you got quality team time. Tell me about the dynamic of the individuals together outside of just the training.
So let's see. Well, Faith is highly motivated by horses. So the farmhouse had like a pony on site. So after the event, she would just like go and like pet the pony and feed it and take care of it. And she was just like a happy girl. And I think that helped her perform well over the weekend.
And Gus watched Game of Thrones and finished it.
He finished Game of Thrones.
Yeah, was it that weekend they finished it?
I think so. Didn't they finish it at the house?
I remember them watching that episode, the really dark one. Was that the Battle of Winterfell when they like all the White Walkers came? Yeah, they were watching that one and like you can't see anything. But he was talking about it afterwards, and we were trying to be like, "Are you there yet? Are you still liking it?" And I think both Nella was like, "I don't know."
Yeah, because we were trying to warn him like the show really takes a turn.
Yeah.
But Gus is so positive like the whole time. Like you can expect like him to get through season 8 of Game of Thrones and be like, "Yeah, I liked it." Like, "Oh, did you?"
Yeah, did.
But Nella, I feel like Nella after one of those nights, she was like, "Yeah, I don't know."
Yeah, I'm just here because Gus is here, kind of. Yeah.
What has training been like since Syndicate?
Just a lot of training. We're just training, right?
I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, it's I mean, games prep it's just fun. Like honestly, it's just like fun times, and especially like, I mean, I'm not going to say that we don't have expectations going into the games. Like coming in tied for 19th, like you can say like, yeah, we're just going to go and have fun. I don't want to just go and have fun. Like I want to go and test ourselves. I want to go, like if there's an event that we can really sink our teeth into, I want to set an aggressive game plan and like challenge you guys. I think that part of this process of being in this sport is trying to seize every opportunity that you can and just trying to make the most out of it. Like not just going through the motions, because you don't know what the opportunities are going to look like in the future. And that's like, you can say that for any sport. Like you never know when you're going to be able to make it to the best, like the biggest stage. But with this sport, you just can't ever take anything for granted. And so like, that's why like when I talk about, or when I think about our games experience, I want to be able to look back and say like we took risks where we could, even if there was like a chance that it might fail or it might not. So inside of training, that's what I'm trying to get out of you guys. So right now, every time that we overlap, like I don't really get too involved in the strategies beforehand. I'll be there and talk with you guys after them, but I want to make sure that our goal in this training and this prep for it is getting you guys used to what it looks like and feels like to take risk out of it. I think that's the biggest thing that I'd want. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of like the themes of it, at least a little bit.
So, Brenn, you finally make the games. Do you have any thoughts on like your CrossFit career going forward?
I think that it's not going to be. This might be it for me. Yeah, my grand finale.
Grand finale.
Yeah.
You've been working, right?
I've been doing some work over the last 10 years to get here. And it just occupies a lot of my energy and time. And I feel like it's the way the last couple of months have unfolded. It's almost like a sign that it's like the end for CrossFit for me. Like 18 is like my lucky number. So like I had like the weirdest feeling, like, so after semis, the online semi, we all went to El Portone, which is the El Portone.
Go ahead.
How do you say it?
Wait, why is 18 relevant?
Because it's high, which is like in the Jewish tradition, like it means life. So it's like a lucky number.
Yeah, no, but why is that relevant to this?
Because we finished 18th.
Oh, okay. Now I'm following.
So I had like a dream the night before. I'm going to sound like a crazy lady. I had a dream the night before that like we finished 18th and then it happened and we were at El Portone and it felt like surreal.
Go ahead.
So yeah, and that was it. So now we're going to the games and we're 18 because the team that withdrew and then we're bumped up. So we should be number 18. That should be our number.
Yeah. And
I'm like, this is it. Like, it's over.
But you also have other plans after this, right? You've been studying to.
Yeah, I got my New York State real estate license. It was really hard.
So this whole time you're training, you're then going home and just
I had to
the books.
study, and then I had to fly back to New York to take the test in person, and then I had to take another test online with an online proctor, and then when I get back, I can start like working with a brokerage and practicing. But I'm still gonna do like social media and fitness and train, but not like train to compete in like the CrossFit season anymore.
Are you gonna tell them what your next training goals are?
Well, in case I change my mind, but no one's gonna like go back to the podcast and be like, oh, you said you're doing this.
Call you a liar.
Yeah, but we might do like a little bodybuilding show for fun.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That would be fun. Yeah.
What division?
I think figure.
Yeah, I mean, don't ask me what it's
I
called.
don't know. We haven't. We're one thing at a time.
And is it going to be like you're going to start like with some like local type comps, or
I have no idea because I don't like to like plan for the next thing before I do. Like right now, like the games is just like life. Like that's everything right now. Like I eat, sleep, train. Like I don't really care about anything else right now.
Yeah. So your CrossFit journey to this point, like it's been a long, long time, 2014 to 2025. Like you've been doing this for a long time. And I know, like, without trying to get you to think ahead and like think past the games, like looking back and reflecting and be able to tie a bow on it with a CrossFit Games experience. I guess maybe just talk about what you've learned over that time together. Like not you and I, but like you in the sport. Like what are the kind of the things about CrossFit that you're going to try and take to the next stages of your life?
Yeah. So the first big thing I would say like is never settle. Like you always like if it seems like nothing is going well, just like keep going and it will work out the way it's supposed to work out, which is how I felt like this season unfolded for myself and for the team.
Yeah.
That's always something I've actually admired about you is that you're very consistent and you'll take your L's to the chin and just get back up and keep going. Like I know, like even if you have your like sad moments and you process it, you're always just boom right back at it.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So
we talk a lot. I feel like I talk a lot about making sure that our time spent in sport doesn't just like stay there, right? Like there's something that we learn from the sport that we take through afterwards. And I think like you're in a unique position right now for having been in the sport for so long and knowing that you're going to like tie a ribbon on this guy to be able to like take a step back and think about those kinds of things. But what Chris had said and what you had said is like one of the most important things that I feel like a lot of people miss from not having a sporting experience that they care deeply about. Not just like go out and, play pickup basketball or something. It's not like that. Like a sport that you care deeply about, that's not a hobby, it's a passion. Like it's not paying the bills, but it's something that is going to, you care deeply enough about it that the L's that Chris was talking about, they matter to you. Like they hurt and they would have the ability or potential to cause you to quit. But instead of quitting, you say like, no, like I'm going to learn from this. Like I'm going to go in the next day. I'm going to try and do things a little bit better or a little bit differently, because it's that kind of mindset that sport can give us and then carry over to the next stage in our life where I mean, real estate, like you didn't go to school for real estate. Like it's going to be a new thing. There's going to be challenges that go into it. There's going to be lots of learning lessons that you're going to have to struggle your way through, but you learned how to struggle. Like CrossFit taught you how to do that. Yeah. And I think that just like, if there's one thing I take away from like your journey, it's that. It's like you got yourself to this point by being consistent, by being dedicated, by being yourself. And like, I'm excited to see where you take it from here. Like it's kind of like bittersweet to like know that this is coming to an end, but like I feel like you've had not just like an objectively successful CrossFit season or like career, but there's been so much good that's come out of it that you're going to benefit from going forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just makes me excited to see you grow from there.
Thank you. Yeah.
And I think you're going to make a lot of money, because I was looking for a new apartment in Brenn's apartment complex. I was thinking about maybe moving in there, and I was like, Brenn, can you just show me around? And I show up thinking she's just going to be like, quickly show me. No, she gives the full tour as if she was being paid. I was like, the whole time I almost wanted to just pause her and be like, yo, you could just,
she's not going to have that.
It was like the best tour. It was like, are we on candid camera? Like, what is happening?
No,
like,
that's not
I didn't
how
end up
Brenn does
moving
things.
there, but it wasn't because of the lack of all the selling that she was doing.
I tried really hard.
Yeah. They
Really?
should have given you a referral fee. Well, if he signed up, but he
They
didn't
should
sign
just
up.
pay me to give the tours.
I really do think they should just give you free rent. You just do the tours.
Yeah.
So given that, knowing that you've spent all that time inside of CrossFit, like what is something that you've learned that you would tell somebody who's like looking to start or is getting started?
That it's going to take longer than you expect, and it's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
And it's going to take you for a roller coaster, like an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
And CrossFit doesn't owe, like you said this to me back in I think 2022, I think, like CrossFit doesn't owe you anything. Like it's just like a sport or a hobby, and it's something you do. And also this is jumping around, like learning the hard way. Like this happened in 2021 when I qualified for like my first semifinals, and I felt like unfulfilled. I was like, I've done all this work, and like it's over in 3 days. And it's like the fallacy. There's a name for it. Like when you accomplish something and you just feel empty. And it took a few months of like me changing my hair color a couple of times and quitting.
Is that when you went green?
Yeah.
Nice.
And like quitting like walking out mid-open workout, quitting CrossFit, getting into weightlifting, and then coming back to CrossFit on a quest to like make it to the games as a team, to realize like it's not about like the end goal. It's the journey. It's like everything that you learn along the way, and like every day in training like should be fun. Like it should be hard and it should be fun, and it should be your way. So it took me also a while, especially with group sessions, to figure out like if there's certain things that like I need to do to be myself, to have the best training session, like I should do those things. Like if I train better when I put my headphones in for a few minutes before the group session, and I'll have a better group session and group training, like that's fine, just because everyone else isn't doing that either.
Yeah.
And it took me like a couple of years to learn, like you just have to be yourself. Like no one cares what you do. Like no one's going to judge you or be like, why are they doing this way? You just have to like be yourself, not care what people think, and then never settle. Like if it's hard, you just keep going through it. Or if it's not working, like maybe that's not what it's meant to be for you.
Yeah. I mean, if it's hard, know that it should be hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's not hard, then you might not be doing enough.
Or like if you didn't qualify for something and it didn't work out, like maybe you weren't meant to go to that, and it brought you to somewhere else better instead.
Yeah. I mean, the interesting part about all of that is kind of knowing the feelings of like, we had that goal of getting you to semifinals from the moment that we started. Mm-hmm. And then you got there and you walked away. You're like, that was it.
It was like the saddest weekend. I was so sad after.
Yeah. But it was like this unsatisfying feeling.
Yeah,
and like we always like, it's so easy to sit and talk about like process oriented versus outcome oriented, but you lived it. Like you lived it. Like you were like, man, I can't focus on just the result, because that's like, I know that it's unsatisfying. I know that it's not going to get me this like feeling of fulfillment at the end of the day. I've got to find that on my own. Yeah. Yeah.
Because that was maybe like 6 years into starting CrossFit.
Yeah.
I made it. And then I was just like sad for months after one weekend.
Yeah.
And that's when I learned like, it's not about the destiny. Like,
yeah. It's just one of many, I feel like, cautionary tales in sport in general, is because like we do care so much about it, and we do like really, really overvalue the end goal, but that can't be it. If it is it, then I just feel like you're setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's good advice.
So from our talks, you said that prior to CrossFit, you were like a skinny, what'd you say?
Well, no, I mean, when I first got into CrossFit, I was in my Bikram yoga era. So I was going to Bikram, which is like an hour and a half of hot yoga. I was going like every day to that. So that was
But wasn't there like a point, like in college, you were just like a skinny little...
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I was like skinny. That's just me being nice. I was a little like... I had like a freshman 15, like... little bit of a party sorority girl in college.
Yeah.
My legs were skinny.
Where I was going with that is, what would that girl think of where you're at now?
I think, well, she'd be proud of her. I'd be proud of myself. And I don't know if she'd be surprised, because growing up, I was kind of like this too. And I feel like I lost myself for a little bit when I was in college and I wasn't pursuing a sport. So the girl that I was like, when I was in college and those years after, like, wasn't really who I am. That was just me kind of figuring out who I was. And then I feel like I found myself again through CrossFit. And I'm exactly who I'm meant to be.
All right. I have some questions about your teammates.
Let's hear it.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. It's going to be quick.
I
think it's going to be quick. All right. Who do you think is most likely to become a politician?
Faith.
Really? Faith?
What were you going to say?
I don't know. I think I would have said Bryce.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind? Like the mayor?
Yeah. I feel like Bryce has that personality.
Bryce
like
could
he's
be
got
a
like this
mayor.
authoritative but like outgoing personality.
Like a gentle giant. He could be.
It's true. All right. Who's most likely to get arrested?
Um,
And why is it you?
It's not me. Is it me? It's not me.
I don't know. Who else of the three would?
It might be me.
I think it's you.
It's me.
Yeah.
Selling used Anakin shirts over state lines.
Yeah, I got yelled at the airport. Yeah, it's me.
When was the last time you got in trouble with the law?
Like 2 weeks ago at the airport.
What'd you do?
I was dropping out. So, you know those people at the airport, no offense to anyone who does this, who directs the traffic, like when you're going to drop people off?
Okay. So like outside of the airport.
Yeah, and they're just blowing the whistle and directing people and like telling everyone where to go. And I was trying to drop my sister off. And sometimes I think they just like to be authoritative and direct you.
Yeah.
And he was making me like keep going, but there was so much space to pull up, and she had Milo with her. So he was like going like that. I didn't listen. I pulled up, and he comes up to the window and knocks on the window, and Milo starts barking at him.
Oh boy.
And he goes, "Why didn't you listen to me?" I was like, "I'm trying to drop off my sister." And then he's like, "Well, you should really listen to me." And then my sister's like, "Brenn, calm down."
Yeah, this is why I think you're the most likely, is because you are so quick to hop to the defense of the people around you.
Yeah.
Did you get a ticket?
No, well, no, I don't think they don't even have that power. That's why they're so like whistle happy.
Yeah,
like,
his power's in the whistle alone.
Yeah, someone gives you a whistle, and like, no offense, and if anyone's watching this and works at the Atlanta airport, they're not that nice there.
Yeah, they just want to be listened to, but they also put up.
I think
with a lot.
also if we
I'm
had
sure.
that job, we'd be fucking whistling like a motherfucker.
Well,
Probably, yeah.
After
Just
like
that's
2
just a
days,
human
you
thing
go
to
into
do.
there. Your first week, you're nice as rain. That's not even a thing, right? But you're
What did
super
you
nice.
say?
I said nice as rain. I don't know.
Nice as ice.
Nice as ice. But then after 2 weeks of that
Right as
job, you're
rain.
probably like, give me that freaking whistle, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I bet they do deal with really annoying people, and I might be one of them.
Yeah.
No.
Actually,
That you're way low down on the scale, but other people before you who are high up on that spectrum,
Probably
yeah, they
pissed
shoved him
him
over
off.
the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. Who's the best cook?
Faith.
No, that was quick. I thought you'd vote for yourself on that one.
No, Faith. Well, she's the best baker.
Okay.
She bakes so like Bryce's birthday is August 2nd, the games. So we don't like when he eats dairy because it upsets his stomach. So I told him he can have a gluten-free birthday dessert.
Okay.
And so Faith was like, "I'll make him," and she like spits out this really fancy like baked dish. And I was like, "All right." So
What day of the week is that?
I think it's a Saturday.
Saturday?
Yeah.
So we'll have 1 day left and you're going to give him a treat?
A gluten free vegan
Okay.
dessert from Whole Foods.
All right. Don't make him all bloated
whatever
heading into
Faith
Sunday.
bakes in the hotel room.
That's like the opposite of a birthday gift. Gluten-free,
I'd rather-
vegan. Get out of here.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'd
Thanks,
rather
I hate it.
nothing. Yeah.
Who's the worst driver?
Well, Gus.
Oh,
This is he just got in a little fender bender.
wait, when did that happen?
A few days ago at the airport.
Y'all are having problems over there.
We have like issues with the Atlanta airport.
Take the MARTA.
Well, he was picking up Faith from the airport.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last question.
Okay.
So as a whole group, Dave Castro has completely run out of ideas. He needs you guys to program one event for the games. And if you guys win, you get all that money from the shoe sponsors who are going to give you stuff. So you get to program one team event to give you guys the best chance of getting an event win. What is it?
4-time. Female athlete 1 performs 20 ring muscle ups.
Nice.
Male athlete 1 performs 27 ring muscle ups.
Okay.
Female athlete 1 performs 50 pistols.
Female athlete 2.
Female athlete 2 performs 50 pistols.
Okay.
Male athlete 2 performs 10 front squats at 375 for time.
Nice. All right, you heard it here.
I wish y'all were coming back after the game so I could make y'all do that and get your actual time.
It'd be the fastest thing ever.
It'd be if a group of 4 people get together and do the workout, comment your time below.
And then how much do you think that you'll beat them by? You think you'll cut their time in half?
And we're gonna cut your time in half.
Yeah, that would be crazy. 100 pistols.
100 pistols.
100 pistols. 20 female ring muscle ups, 27 male muscle ups, 100 pistols, and then 10 front squats at
375.
375. Okay. Yep. Team. So
Can you not whistle?
Moving on. Next question.
Can you snap?
when did you learn how to snap?
In college,
Really?
we had to snap at chapter
Oh,
at the sorority.
yeah.
Needs work.
That's fair.
All right.
That's all I got, Chris.
Yeah, I guess we can call it there. Good luck at the games, Brynn.
Thank you.
Good luck at the games, Coach.
Good luck at the games, Chris.
Good luck at the game.
You're
Thanks.
staying with us.
Oh, perfect.
All right.
See you there.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.